Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah. Got a bad attitude?
I don't have a bad attitude. You do,
I
though.
do. I do.
I just...
Maybe not a bad attitude. Just bitchy, maybe.
Oh, that's okay.
I don't know why.
Happens to the best of us. I just need 3 to 5 business days after... 4 to 10 business days after anything in my life.
Yeah. It's so funny how you've turned out that way.
I just can't.
Because you used to be, I felt like I've always needed at least like a 24-hour break, after big stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like when we were younger, you were like ready all the time.
I mean, I can make myself,
party.
but I don't want to do it.
Don't want to do it. You just really enjoy that alone time now.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
That and, I mean, the just go, constant. Sitting in a car, riding, wake up, go hang out, come back, take a shower, go to sleep, wake up, go hang out, that. And then get in a car and then drive back for 17 hours.
How's that 17-hour road trip that you were excited about?
Hated it.
Are you going to fly next time?
Yeah, or if I take a road trip, I will not go longer than probably 6 to 8 hours without, and not just 6 to 8 hours and then go to sleep and wake up and go again.
No.
You gotta stay there.
Yeah, you need a break.
Check the place out.
Mm-hmm. Stretch your legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was brutal, huh?
Yeah. And
there's people who love that shit.
But I feel like the people who love it are the ones that are stopping.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, that looks cool. Let's stop and see it.
Not powering through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be okay.
Yeah.
If you're getting out for an hour or two and wandering around something and then getting back in the car to go then see something else that's cool, I could probably do it. I feel
like you wouldn't be able to get me back in the car.
You'd be like, okay, we're staying tonight.
Yeah, I'd be like, no.
There's a couple times I was driving and you're going through Yellowstone, which is so pretty. Mm-hmm. I've lived in Idaho my whole life and never been to Yellowstone.
Me either.
I want to go back and actually go through it. But it's mountains. So you're going 85 or more, 88, and going around corners that when you
Hold on, what was the speed limit?
80.
Through Yellowstone?
Yeah, some parts of, through that part, no. But before
that didn't matter to you?
No, you had to go slower in that part. Josh drove on that part. But before, you're still going through mountains as you're getting to Yellowstone. And it's interstate or highway. Right. So it's 80. So I was going 88. And sometimes you come around corners that are pretty, you're like, I don't think you should even let people go 80. It should be a reduced speed around this corner.
For sure.
And then you're just looking straight out because it's off a cliff.
Hell no.
My heart dropped to my booty hole a couple of times. I'm like, we're going off the edge.
Are you going to slow down?
It was me driving. Oh. So then, you feel like you're not in control. There was a couple of times I was like, I really don't like this. And I had, you just pass somebody and then I'm slowing down to 70 to go around a corner.
They're like, bitch.
I had to look it up because I had so much anxiety. Oh my God, we're going off the edge.
Yeah.
So many intrusive thoughts. Do you know it's called Call of the Void?
No, I didn't know that.
It's intrusive thoughts or Call of the Void, where because your body is danger, then it's but what if you went off that cliff? What would happen?
That's weird.
I was like, they call it Call of the Void.
Huh.
I learned that because I saw a story where a 19-year-old was parasailing over, what parasailing?
Yeah, over water.
Over water. Mm-hmm. She panicked and had the Call of the Void, unbuckled, and jumped.
Why?
And killed herself because the panic was overwhelming her and she just wanted to get away from the panic.
Fight or flight, and she fled.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That's so sad.
I know.
That is crazy. Dang.
I just saw that and I was like, oh, call of the void. The panic that I was having coming around some of those corners going so fast, I was like, holy shit. It was like like a roller coaster.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. The first one that I would have went around, I would have been like, I ain't doing that again. I ain't doing that again.
I'm just...
And you just kept a cruise on?
I kept the cruise on. Just held on tight. Ripped her around the corner.
While I'm panicking.
And I'm
not going to fucking slow down or anything.
I'm saying...
Just going to panic all the rest of this drive.
Guys, I don't like this.
I would have been like, pull over, bitch. We're breaking around these corners.
You scare them
You're
too
not
when you know
Danica Patrick.
When you have anxiety about it.
Yeah, and then everybody's like, she gonna lose control and kill us all. There's no way. There is no way. I'm like, and you still left the cruise on?
I did most of the time. There was a couple where I was like, I gotta slow down. I gotta slow down.
I understand you wanted to get home, but
I really
arrive
did.
alive.
I really did.
Arrive alive.
I wanted to get home so bad. And Josh, Men in Directions, that's my hot flash.
Oh, yeah.
Mother.
Because they ain't be looking anything up. They're like, I got it.
Well, like what he'll do is he'll sit on the shitter before we go somewhere. And he looks up where we're going and he's like, take a left here, take a right there. You know his memory.
Yeah.
And his ADD.
Yeah,
I
sympathize with that.
He gets half of the knowledge that he just looked up.
Yeah,
And it might be jumbled knowledge.
And the difference between him and I with that, because I do sympathize with that. I'm like, yep, got it. Is I'm not confident enough to go, no, really, I got it. I like triple check and then I'm like, no, I'm just going to use GPS. Mm-hmm. And he's like raw dogging it.
Yep, raw dogging, taking wrong turns, getting on a wrong...
missed it.
Oh, he was up, think I'm going the wrong way.
Fuck.
Multiple times. I'm like, do you need... And so then it would be like, do you know where you're going? Yep, I got it. And I'm like, you sure you don't want me to put GPS? Nope, got it. He'd take a wrong turn. He's like, oh, it'll just be a second. It's not that far out of the way. Just got to go up here, turn around, and go.
Or, I don't know, put it in the GPS. This freaking truck that we drive that's a huge computer.
Yeah. On the way home, he almost took us 2 hours out of our way. He goes, I wouldn't have made it all that far. I would have figured it out and got us back on track. It was dark as shit.
Yeah,
you might
dark
not have.
as shit. I was like, if you're in the middle of Nevada, you would have been going through Caliente.
It was taking us to Salt Lake.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then I feel like, did you feel like you couldn't fall asleep after that because you didn't trust him?
I couldn't help. Well, I fell asleep after we got back on track. And then there was like no way he could fuck it up.
You just stay on this road, Joshua.
Follow the signs.
You got any questions, wake me up.
I looked at him. I'm like, I feel bad because I can't keep my eyes open. He's like, go to sleep. I'm like, okay. But Isaac hates a road trip. Mm-hmm. He on the way home, he was like, I could do it if like what you said, where you take a break in between for a day and a half to 2 days. But he was not excited about it.
I bet. I wouldn't have been either. Been like, you torturing my ass.
Mm-hmm. You got a hot flash?
No. I know. I mean, I probably do, but I
just haven't thought about it.
No. I don't know. I just sound like a real see you next Tuesday. I don't care about nothing right now. I did miss you, though, while you were gone.
Oh, I missed you too, man.
I went shopping with Soph while we were gone. Or while you were gone. And she wanted to get some more work clothes, you know. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, will you let me pick out a couple of things that I think you should try on? She's like, sure. We laughed so fucking hard. She was like, Mom. I'm like, you don't know until you try, right? And hear that coming from somebody that doesn't try new things. Mm-hmm. So I picked out this. It was like one of those men's dress shirts dresses
Yeah.
that has like the tie around the waist. And so it was long sleeve and it was white cuffs and it was like a navy blue and pinstriped. It was so cute. And I was like, you look good in navy blue. Try this on.
Yeah.
She tried it on and I was like, never mind. That looks just not looking cute. And then she was laughing and I'm like, what? She was like, I feel like a rich old broad.
A rich old broad.
That just got done fucking her husband. Ew. She said, and I step out on the balcony for a cig.
Oh, because it's a men's shirt. So oh my God. She
says I stepped out on the balcony for a cig and she goes, I hate that motherfucker. But you know, I stay for the money.
Jeez. It's like Pretty Woman.
Yes. She had me laughing so hard. She was making fun of herself.
The shoes you sent me were good.
I'm trying to wear some of the newer style shoes. I just can't.
Those weren't good ones.
No, they looked kind of cute sitting up there. And I'm like, I wonder what it looked like on a foot, though.
They were pointy-toed. Black patent leather with like buckles.
I look like a leprechaun or the Wicked Witch of the West where the house fell on her. They were ugly. Well, and y'all know I have a big foot. Like we've talked about it in the past, and big feet just don't look good in the new style of shoes, I feel like.
Flat. I don't think they look good in like flat, narrow. Like a narrow shoe, like those pointy ones.
But then if you get a wide shoe, then you just look like you got a long clod hopper. And I mean, I'm a 9.5. And I don't think that's terrible. No. I mean, I had some friends that had a freaking 11.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But man, they made me feel like I have the biggest feet you ever saw. Like they don't keep mine out on the floor. And why would you make a shoe like that for a foot that size?
Yeah, just stop it at an 8.
Yeah. Be like, y'all can't wear these. You can't wear these.
It's not inclusive. So. It's not size inclusive.
And that's okay. Don't make me feel like I might look cute in that. Because it was terrible. And then I tried on some different clothes and stuff. And I'm like, I ended up buying a pair of joggers. That was it. Mm-hmm. And earrings. Because those always be fitting.
Mm-hmm. You're all earrings and shoes, man.
Yeah. I was going to try on a pair of pants at H&M. And I held them up and I just looked at them and I'm like,
just no.
I ain't doing that to myself today. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You have to be in a mood. Yeah. I do.
For sure. And I tried really hard to be in a mood. But it didn't happen.
It's okay. Sometimes it'd be that way.
Yeah. I just was like, I'm going to embrace some of the different styles. Just like my sister, we were at a graduation party at her house for her stepsons. And it was so freaking hot. Yeah. We were sitting out on her back patio and I was like, do you have a hair tie? She's like, yeah. She takes me into the bathroom and my sister does hair for a living. And she gives me the hair tie. I go to put it up. She goes, don't do it like that. I'm like, okay. So I let her put my hair back. She goes, slick backs are in. Girl. Not everybody's head looks good in a slick back. I had the biggest face I've ever seen. And so, but like I tried to pull the sides to where they weren't so slick back and she goes, don't do that. That looks ugly. I hate it. Right. So then I'm like, I'm with family. Like, I don't care. You know, you have that inner dialogue. You're like, it doesn't matter.
It's like the side part and the middle part when we couldn't do the middle part. It's like, maybe I just need to see myself more with it like that to get used to it.
So I had on this, it was like a blue jumper, strapless.
Your navy blue one.
Yeah. V-neck. Super comfortable. It's like wearing pajamas. And then this slick back head. And I was like, whatever, inner dialogue. I'm not trying to pick up any of these people. They're your family.
And it's hot and my hair's off my neck. Yeah.
So then I was looking at Sophia's Snapchat, and Sophia had taken a video. And I saw myself.
Oh, shit. You hate it.
That was the ugliest bitch I ever did see.
I hate that.
And I feel like it made my upper lip look even longer than it already is. I'm like, I can't believe
we are our own worst critics.
Talking to people.
We are our own worst critic.
Somebody should have been a critic.
People don't see you like that. People aren't looking at, oh my God, look at her long lip.
Long lip, big face. I was like, my chin looked pointy as hell for some reason. I was like, did you put a filter on that? Like... I'm like that one lady on Reels. She's an old lady, and she goes, is that me? And they're like, yeah, Grandma, that's you. She goes, God damn, I'm ugly. That's how I felt. Is that me? She ain't a natural beauty, that's for sure. I thank the Lord for makeup. Anyway.
Oh, my goodness.
Slick backs. And I don't think that I could wear it and get used to it.
Like the middle part. Because it took a long time for us to get used to that.
Unless his head shrinks. And his face shrinks.
You don't think just wearing it a few times, like around the house, where you have like
I couldn't be serious enough to
makeup
do it.
and like bigger earrings, dangly earrings or hoops or something?
Oh no. It's not a cute face.
I don't love this. I used to wear a slick back ponytail like when I was in high school.
You did?
Oh man,
I don't remember that face.
I wore a If I had a ponytail, it was slick back. Ain't nothing coming out. Just all.
Did you bangs and everything in high school?
Mm-hmm. I didn't have bangs in high school.
No, like you.
Yeah,
but the front
everything.
So did you pull out like the tendrils? No,
straight back. That's how I.
How do you feel about it now?
I don't think I could do it. I think I would have to have like something around my ear.
Yeah. Because even when we put a hat on for golf, if it's slicked back behind my ear,
it feels like you look like a boy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Even though there's a ponytail hanging out of the back.
Or earrings or makeup.
Yeah.
Makeup on my face.
Yeah.
It feels like I look like a boy.
Yeah. Just the ugliest bitch you ever saw.
Mm-hmm. It's because we look like our dads.
We do. God, we do. Both of us. Old Tom and Bill over here. There are times when I catch a picture and I'm like, or I open my phone.
Oh, I was just going to say that. There's been a few times this last week that I accidentally opened my phone. I'm looking down. I got a durable chin going. Got the rudest face on. And I'm like, ah! And I probably do be looking like that sometimes because you don't pay attention to what your face looks like all the time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Mine has been when you're laying on the couch being a lazy piece of shit on a Sunday and you're on your phone all day. We all do it. Don't act like you don't. If you don't, I mean, I would just tell me your secrets.
Every now and then.
Yeah, I'm not like every Sunday doing it. But if it's cold outside and windy or rainy, I'd be on the couch.
You just need a break.
So I was laying there. I've been this way all day. And I opened my phone and I'm like, oh my God. I'm just leaning
Who
back.
that lady is.
It's not a lady. That is not a lady. That's a man. And like my hair's not curled or anything. So I have that like frizzy natural wave.
And our melasma.
The melasma.
Sometimes I'm like, oh my God.
And
mine's really bad on my upper lip. My melasma right now, and the more like in the summertime, it gets worse as I go, and I'm like, God damn, look like you got a mustache. Yeah.
That is rude. Just ugly as hell. And then I have to remind myself that those bitches that show up on Instagram looking cute all the time.
It's a highlight reel.
Yeah. I'm like, they laying on the couch being ugly for sure.
It's a whole ass highlight reel. And y'all, Des and I have noticed in our industry, because we're lenders, so, we see a lot of lenders, title agents, and real estate agents. And our industry right now is harder than it has been. Rates suck. Prices are high. And I can tell you right now, if you in the industry, there's a lot of highlight reels going on. We in a small town, we know who's buying what house. And we be seeing a lot of stuff on there that's real fake. Yeah. Real fake.
Yeah, so don't let it get you down. Because everybody be lying. And maybe not lying, but
stretching the truth.
Stretching the truth.
Real stretch. Yep. Real stretch.
Yep.
And I just feel like I rather people who are upfront and honest.
We always talk about how we're going to be that way and we're going to start getting on our stories and stuff like that. And no, we don't, because we be...
I just can't. I'm going to make fun of myself. I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do it. I just am I don't want to be married to it.
You don't want it to be a job.
And then I go through spurts of like, I could do that. Get on there, chit chat.
Yeah.
Talk about my day. And then I giggle about it later. And
yeah,
make
I'm
fun
like,
of
what
myself.
am I going to tell them about my day?
Giggle and who gives a shit about my day?
Yeah. It's like TV to people.
It is like TV to people. I mean, I watch it.
Yeah.
I don't be really caring about their day, but I'm like, interesting. They're going through the same thing I am. Or that's something super cool. I'm an accessory whore. So
oh my God.
I'm like, hey, that would work for that one thing. I could use that.
Amazon, add to cart.
Yep.
Add to wish list.
Yep.
That's how they get you.
I saw another thing. I'm telling you, my goddamn stories. This brought so much anxiety to me sitting in my bed this morning. The Payette Fire Department posted a picture. Did you see this?
No.
They had to go rescue a man.
Okay.
Who fell down a 10-foot deep, 18-inch wide hole. Like this. Arms up in the air. Can you, like Baby Jessica?
Oh.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God. No, because...
the claustrophobia I would
die. I can't
I would die
do
of panic.
anything underground.
I would pass out.
My heart would explode.
I would pass the fuck out.
Yeah. Did you... Because...
And I measured 18 inches, y'all, across because I wanted to know. And I do be having some wide hips. But I think my hips is about 18 inches, so I would probably get stuck going down. So this man had to have some, narrower hips.
Right.
But then all these people are like, how? Like, he must have been dicking around to get stuck in this. 18 inches is this wide.
Yeah. No way. See, and... I'm telling you, I'm just not adventurous like that. Like, people who are like, oh, I'm going cave, do they call it cave diving or cave sploosing or something? Sluicing? I don't know. They call it something. And they be going underground. And I'm like, no, I'm a human. That means I need to be above ground. I'm not a mole rat. I'm not a goddamn gopher. I'm not a rock chuck. Not
a mountain goat.
Desiree needs to be feet on the ground, sky above. It gives me so much anxiety. And I saw a reel. They were talking about this dude who fell down a hole. Mm-hmm. It was in another country. And he fell head first. Well, he didn't fall. He was in a cave. And he was going to go through this hole.
A small hole. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Got stuck, head down. And they couldn't rescue him. They had to seal this man up in the earth.
They couldn't rescue him?
He died. Head was down. All the blood rushed to it. Because
and he had lack of oxygen, huh?
They could not get to him. And could you imagine being the rescuer?
The anxiety in my body right now. My heart is racing. Yeah. My heart's in my video.
I'm like this. Don't worry, girl. I ain't taking you in no holes. Don't worry, girl.
Somebody said on this one, it was just like flat earth. Like our
I
backyard.
look down when I walk.
Me too. And then there's this hole that's like this wide. And he just went.
At least, so they rescued him though,
Yeah,
right?
they got him rescued. His hands, there's a picture and there's hands like this.
Oh my God.
Above his
No way.
I would die. I would have been passed out. I would have died of like sucking in too much earth.
Yeah. I'm telling you. The adventurous people like that, like, I'm not.
Is it adventurous? This one, is it adventurous or just a ding dong?
Just a dumbass, probably.
The comments on it, there are a lot of people that said, I ain't never been so happy to have a little extra weight on my body.
Yeah. My ass ain't fitting through no 18-inch hole. It would be like this. Thunder thigh would stop.
That's what somebody said. Thunder thighs save lives.
Yeah. Because then you could lift your fat ass out of it.
Yeah. Can you imagine just getting one leg stuck in there and being like, reaching
I would panic so bad over one leg because, like, what's in that hole?
10 feet deep.
No way. No fucking way.
Just,
would you ever go, like, exploring caves, like, voluntarily? Like,
so I've gone into, like, oh gosh, what's the ones with, like, the lava rock? Why can't I think about that? The, like,
Hell's Canyon or some
the
shit
moon.
like that?
It's like walking on a moon.
Craters in the moon?
Craters in the moon. Thank you. They have caves that you can go
But they're,
in.
like, guided tours. Yeah.
But
And then the minute they were like, you got to turn this way, I'd be like, no.
There was a couple places where it was a bigger opening, but it's like, I don't like that.
I ain't shimmying through the earth like that. Mm-mm.
I don't love it.
Oh. Or the ones who, like, they go through the caves underwater. Have you seen those people?
Yes.
Absolutely not. Hell no. See, you got me all over the place now. I'm like this.
The anxiety I felt when I saw that man's hand sticking out of the top of that hole.
And then you got to be calm and wait.
Yep. That's what
You
I
just got to
thought.
be calm and wait.
Just wait. I would have passed out.
I would have been yelling at people.
Hurry up.
Yeah. If you do not get me out of here, I swear to God, when I get out of this hole, I'm going to whoop all your asses. You got 2 minutes. I would be such a panicked mess.
You probably couldn't, though. Like, because the space, like,
you lose your oxygen.
You probably couldn't, like, get too much screaming out because your lungs would be tight.
No, God. I know. So, what did we learn today, folks? Stay ass out of caves and look down
when you walk.
Look down.
I couldn't. Just the anxiety I felt. I was like, oh my God.
No way.
Oh, man.
I have a Zeek update.
Yes?
I think he's missing.
Oh, no.
I haven't seen him in like 2 weeks. And I feel some type of way about this.
You're like, that's my cat.
Sophia goes, you need to go to their house and see if they have him.
Oh, no.
I know. He hasn't been on my back porch. He hasn't run like up my driveway to see me. I'm like, what if something happened to him?
Oh, no.
Sophia said she thinks he had a sticker in his foot. She's like, so maybe he went home and they kept him. I'm like, well, I need him back.
This is home.
Yeah.
Put some kitty food out. No, you don't need more cats.
I'll get some weirdo, some pisser or something like that. But Zeek is missing. And I really am tempted to post in...
Anybody seen Zeek? I would.
Post in the neighborhood page. Anybody seen this cat?
You
They'd be
should.
like, that's my cat. He's home.
He spent a couple months here, and I've been worried about him.
Yeah, we got split custody now.
You probably should. I feel like we need an update.
Yeah, I told Corey, I was like, Zeke's missing. I don't. And he goes, he's not missing. He's not our cat. I'm like, he is.
Yeah, he is.
He's my cat.
He is the cat. Your cat. Now.
Maybe he left me though. Maybe he's like, she's not my person anymore.
Maybe he says she didn't give me no food.
Yeah, I've been hanging out here for a year, and this bitch ain't fed me yet. He gave up. I haven't even seen him with the goats.
I was gonna say he likes the goats.
Yeah, haven't even seen his ass out with the goats.
I hope he didn't get hurt.
I know.
Shit's sake.
He was a thick one. Like, he didn't look like he was struggling
It
to
was
eat.
a boy, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe he found some pussy.
Maybe he just went home. I mean, the lady who owns him, she has 3 kids. So maybe he's just being dressed up.
Maybe
and
she was
drug
like,
around.
I'm not going over to her house to get him. I'm waiting for him to come home.
Yeah.
He needs to choose her
I think
or
I'm
me.
gonna make a post.
He needs to choose her or me.
I'm gonna make a post. Missing cat. He ain't even my fucking cat, and I'm worried about him.
I think you should make a post. Look, this cat's been hanging around a while. You haven't seen him in a few weeks, and I'm a little worried. Anybody seen him?
Poor Zeek. He's so cute.
He is a fucking cute cat. Really, really is.
Like, you can't come to somebody's house and stay that long and then just peace out like that.
Oh.
You gotta tell me you're going home.
Or come visit for shit's sake.
I haven't even caught him on the Ring doorbell.
I got a new word for you.
Oh, okay.
It's called knobstacle. Have you seen this one?
No.
What do you think knobstacle would be?
It's like a play on obstacle, so knobstacle. Maybe your elbow gets in the way. I don't know.
A person who constantly gets in the way, either through incompetence, arrogance, or unhelpful behavior, and makes situations more difficult than they need to be.
Do you think you've ever been an obstacle?
No, never. No. I'm always useful.
I don't know about useful.
I'm helpful. Always. But I know a few people who are obstacles.
Who?
I mean, we have one that we not worked with, but had to deal with on certain situations for years. You talked about him and left his name out, and I had to figure it out.
Oh.
He had an obstacle.
He is definitely an obstacle.
Mm-hmm.
He makes shit way harder.
Way harder than it needs
Way
to
harder.
be.
Do you think more men are obstacles than women?
I think yes.
Me too.
I think yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love dudes for certain things, but man, they can make some shit harder than it needs to be.
They really do be doing that. Courtney and I went golfing on Tuesday night.
Oh my God. Yes, I'm so glad you're bringing this up.
And she got home Monday. Well, it was Tuesday at 1 a.m. When she got home. And you know, she ain't gonna miss golf.
No.
She's still gonna go. And I'm really glad because
I'm trying to, if I say yes, if I commit to something, I'm trying to keep my commitment.
you're doing a good job. So we go, and she's tired. I'm a little tired. I didn't sleep very good. When I got up, not got up, but woke up in the middle of the night, I even checked on where she was at a couple of times. Mom, is that bitch home yet?
She making it?
Or did she fly off the cliff going 90 in goddamn Yellowstone? Jeez. But we had a really good time, and we talked about not being the girls that stayed afterwards.
Because we're grandparents these days.
Yeah.
We are just such tired, sleepy girls. So we talked about being the girls that will probably show up an hour early and have a drink.
Well, we did both on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Because we were having such a good time. We loved the girls that we played with. We were
Such a good
nervous.
time.
We were nervous about them. We were having such a good time. And we were like, you know what? Let's make friends.
Yeah.
Let's go get a drink. Let's sit down and chat with these ladies. Let's make some friends. Let's not be so... We gotta...
Homebody.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah. So we sit outside on the patio, and maybe 5 minutes out there, and then we were the only sons of bitches on the patio. Everybody went inside.
It was a little chilly, but it wasn't too bad.
No, but I would rather have been a little chilly than be inside because it was so loud.
So loud.
In there. But we ended up being the only two outside, laughing our asses off.
We were laughing our ass, making fun of each other.
Yeah.
And then Des goes, does it feel like we're on a buddy bench? We're like, pick me, pick me.
And nobody picked us.
Nobody picked us. Wah, wah, wah.
But then after saying that and we were laughing and having a good time, I said, but like, really look at us. Like, we are the life of the party out here, laughing our asses off. I bet they're not as fun inside.
No, we
don't need nobody
dying,
else.
laughing, dying. We just need to film those times when we just start making fun of each other.
Yeah. Well, that's, be one of those people that be carrying a tripod everywhere.
Oh, no. I mean, we could get one that hooks on to some golf cart. Hooks on to the golf cart. We need to do that.
Yeah, we were in rare form.
Oh, man. We were both tired, though. Mm-hmm. That's when we're our funniest. That's our best work.
It is our best work. Tired. Because Monday whooped my ass. She had hands for show.
She had hands?
Yeah, Monday did. She beat my ass.
Oh, I don't get it.
I swear I heard that from you.
No.
Maybe not.
She had hands for show.
Anyway.
Monday whooped my ass.
It did. I had a I didn't have a bad attitude. I had a sick as shit attitude. I was ready for my best friend to get her ass home.
I have a question.
Okay.
And it's a change of the subject.
Okay.
How do you feel about sleeping in separate bedrooms?
As a married couple?
Yeah.
I think sometimes it could be beneficial.
Would you ever do it?
Maybe as we get older, unless Corey starts sleeping like I do, has broken sleep like I do.
I don't think I could do it.
No?
That's when I feel like we get to talk.
Yeah.
For a minute.
We don't talk in bed.
We talk for a minute.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's only for a minute.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's the only time you're close to each other sometimes.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true.
I know and then maybe I guess she would make it a point. I'm not judging by any means. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But I do know some people who say that it's helped their marriage because then they make time for each other, but also have their own space to where they feel like they can
decompress and be themselves.
Mm-hmm. So I was just curious on how you felt about it.
I go back and forth. I couldn't, if it was beneficial to us and Corey was like, hey, I really could use a night without you irritating me or sweating your ass off.
You wouldn't take it personally?
I probably would. I would be like, oh, really? Then you go.
Then you go to the other room.
Yeah. But to have your own space all the time, separate bedrooms, I don't think I could do that.
Mm-mm. I couldn't either. But I understand why some people do.
Some people, I've seen where some people say they absolutely love it. They sleep better. They are more intimate with their spouse because they have that time to decompress.
Yep. And then my other question on to that is, do you and Corey shut the house up and go to bed at the same time typically? Or are you always, or is it like an in-between thing?
Most of the time we go to bed at the same time, but there are rare occasions where I'll take a shower and then I'm just mentally tired and I'll go get in bed without him.
That's me.
I don't lock up the house.
Me either. That's
not my job.
Not mine either.
I said to him the other morning, we went to bed with the door unlocked. He goes, I checked that. I'm like, not very good.
You didn't do your job. Josh lets the dogs out and then comes to bed. Mm-hmm. But we usually, when on football season, I don't mind football, but I sometimes am over it. So I'd rather go to bed a little early. But I don't go to sleep.
Yeah. I wait until he gets in bed typically, to fall asleep. Yeah.
I just thought that was funny. Somebody was talking about it and they were like, no, we definitely go to bed at the same time. I was like, same. You don't think about that. Some people probably are going to bed, see you later.
Yeah. See you when I see you.
Yeah.
I will very rarely fall asleep before he gets in bed.
Same.
I've got to be didn't
exhausted
sleep good the night before and had a long day.
Or a cold or sick or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
And then somebody was like, if I'm in bed and we're going to sleep and I'm going to sleep, they're going to sleep too. I'm like, we don't do that. Sometimes I'll stay up and maybe watch some or read, and he'll fall asleep. He's always asleep for me. He can hit his head can hit the pillar and he can go right to sleep. He one of dams.
It's a superpower for men. Well, that's all I got.
Same, man. We had to postpone Besties, Rewind. There was some unforeseen stuff that we had, which isn't a huge deal. We just wanted it to make sure that it didn't feel rushed and that everybody had all their ducks in a row. So hopefully we'll have a new date that we can throw up soon. We're still need you to like, share, follow us on the podcast. Like our page, follow us. We'd love it if you could share our page with your friends, with your stories, so that we can grow. That's the only way we can grow. We would just love your support. See you later, homegirls.